Hey guys, and welcome back to Will It Work? This deck is interesting. This deck is a meme. I'm just going to throw this out there and just say this deck isn't serious. This deck is a total meme, but for some reason I've been winning with it. So, yeah. As you can see from the list, it is a Gemshell Tortoise deck. It's a controlling style of deck as well. But its win condition is a little unconventional. Its win condition is Rapala plus Aurora's Creation plus the Storyteller. So what you do is you play Rapala, you fill their hand with Rubyfish, and then you play the Storyteller, and you make them burn a few cards. And then I've noticed that my opponents generally panic a little bit and just play a load of Rubyfish. Then you have a lot of removal, so you just use your removal to kill the Rubyfish, use Ground Shakers, you can use Rakoan Copter, lots of Firestorm, lots of ways to kill the fish as they come down. You wait until their hand size is decreased again, and then you Aurora's Creation Rapala, and then play Rapala again, and then you Storyteller again. And you just rinse and repeat this process until you get to the end of the match where you're about 2 or 3 cards in deck more than your opponent, you have tons of creatures defending, and all they have a Rubyfish left over. That is the general strategy of the deck. It's worked out quite well for me. I'm hoping I can get some good matches with it for this episode and show you the interesting win condition that has been created with this build. This is by no means a finished deck. Like a lot of my decks that I feature on here, I'm usually just I usually do a lot of testing and then I play them here, and while I'm analysing my own play I kind of figure things out in my head, like actually this maybe doesn't quite work as well as I thought. But yeah, like I said, this deck is a total meme. If you enjoy silly decks, you're going to enjoy this one. So let's get into some matches and see how this deck performs. Alright guys, first match ahead of us. This is not bad. Like, I don't mind keeping Lady. I'd rather find a Water Elemental and a Divine Guardian. So I feel like I'll keep the Lady, but I'll throw these two in hopes of finding that Divine Guardian opener. Ugh, this is not great. This is not great. Okay. Good way to kick things off with a bad hand. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I've had some very hairy situations playing this deck, and I've still got out of them somehow. I don't know. I had 2 Verdant Forces, like massive Verdant Forces, kind of marching towards my orb at one point, and somehow I was still able to defend them off and win the game through mill. It's a wonderful thing. I don't usually kill through mill. My opponent usually concedes before the mill damage can finish them off, but I still consider them mill victories. If my opponent concedes because they have no cards left in the deck, that's a mill. That's a victory for mill. That's what I'm saying. So we have a Wandering Monk and a Lore Thief. So this could be some sort of Wandering Monk OTK. It's very possible. We'll go for the Water Elemental. Take a lake here, we'll get the Lady down, and then we can go for the mountain. Now, someone actually said, like, why would you ever Creation Rapala? It's a 1-cost creature, it's not worth it. I'm not going to argue that it is worth it, it's just fun. But Aurora's Creation also has some really good targets in this deck anyway. You have, you know, like, you have the Lady of Sorrows, you have Gemshell Tortoise, you have Ice Rock Behemoth. There's a lot of really good targets, so don't worry so much about it being a wasted target. If you don't want a Creation Rapala, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. I won't hold it against you. I like Creation Rapala, but there have been situations where I've needed creation other cards, like the Ice Rock Behemoth. I had a good against that mono green with the Verdant Forces. It was actually creation of Ice Rock Behemoth that kept me in the match long enough because I was able to have 2 Ice Rocks down to defend. And the protection, you know, very relevant against mono green since they don't run Falcon Dive anymore. What? What? No! No! My own strategy is being used against me! What are the chances? What are the chances? Is it another one? And a Dreamkeeper. That's crazy. I lost Garadan. I lost Garadan. That's so sad. Okay. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing next. I'm playing a bunch of ruby fish. I don't really want to. I'm in a position where the ruby fish are kind of awkward, actually. What are the chances? What are the chances we're playing very similar decks? That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, let's see if our friend will creation. I could have actually creationed his Rapala. Oh, I should have considered that. I could have creationed his Rapala, and then thrown a lot of ruby fish back. We might see creation on Rapala. No, we're gonna see low thief. It looks like make a giant wandering monk. There's probably grappling hook in this. So I will just frogify this Wandering Monk very soon. You know what? I don't even mind so much. My opponent's going to mill themselves at this point. Okay. We're in business, guys. Right, let's get these fish off my lands. I need my lands. So we are going to creation this. And then we're going to play Rapala. Oh, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Ah, that wasn't worth. I guess I have it in hand ready. I feel like we just draw maybe for Ground Shaker. We should frogify this. That has to happen. Without a doubt. You know what? Let's just Storyteller. Why not? this game's already very weird. Crystal Flower. +1. Okay. So we got to mill a couple of things, actually. Interestingly enough, there's Gabrian Commanders in this deck. I actually tried Dreamkeeper to start off with, but I actually found that I didn't have enough defense, and which is why I, in the end, went to Ice Rock Behemoth. There's not a lot of blue in the meta right now, which means Frogify isn't as much as a threat. Always good in these situations. Creation... Storyteller? Stormspawn, okay. Not creation. Failed Experiment, sorry. Failed Experiment could be a good card in this deck. I don't really have room for it. That's my problem. Where's my Ground Shaker? I need a Ground Shaker this Rapala as soon as possible, ideally. I'm really afraid of like Shifting Tide Grappling. Where are my Ground Shakers at? Where are my Ground Shakers? I am in need of them. Okay. Well, we might as well clear this out. We'll move this back. And I'm going to play a Gem Shell Tortoise. I'm hoping we pick up ground. Oh boy. Okay. This is cool. We can Rapala. I'm hoping my opponent just dumps the hand, and then we can Rapala double Storyteller. I can't believe we're in this match. I've been playing against like pretty normal stuff. I've been playing against like Mono Green. I played against Rakoans. Yeah. What's going on? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm lost. I'm just really afraid of Grappling Hook. That's all I'm saying. I'm just really afraid of Shifting Tide Grappling Hook. Shifting Tide, there it is. It takes a draw. Whew. I do have a Ruby Fish sitting in the middle, at least. I might have to just plant a Divine Guardian in the middle. I think we're getting to that point where if I just stick a good Divine Guardian in front of my orb... Oh, God, come on. If I stick a Divine Guardian in front of my orb, I might be okay. So we are going to do that. This is just kind of like defensive countermeasures. Like I said, I don't really want to get hit by a grappling hook. We can actually make him mill 5. It's pretty good, right? Milling 5. Have some fish. Here's a story here. Oh. Ignore that, guys. Yeah, okay. And then we can storyteller again. Do we want to play a fish of our own? Probably. Play a fish. Storyteller. There's the grappling hook! I knew it! This is the craziest game I think I've ever had on Will It Work. Especially to kick the episode off. So my opponent has milled himself. I didn't even have to do the milling. My opponent did it for me. And now we just wait. Probably Firestorm. There we go, just gonna concede. Oh dear. You can't beat my version of mill. You weren't even trying to mill me, you were just trying to draw cards. I was trying to mill. So unfortunately you ran into a bad matchup because you were just accelerating my win condition. But good game, that was really fun. Let's get into another one. Alright guys, into another match. Gonna throw away those guys, get the Garridan back, but we do have the Divine Guardian as an opener. Very nice. So now we can bait out mono red for a little bit. Just pretend we're a red deck. I don't do it very often. I just, sometimes if I have a full red hand, I'll do it, but don't really see the need to. We'll go for the lake now, and then we'll pass. We have Frogify in hand, so we do have answers to any kind of big threats, which is nice. Looks like our opponent might split, so this could be Beastmaster Green. If it was a more mid-range deck, it would want to like bully us down the left-hand side, but no, it's green-yellow. So is this Sack? Or is this just like Rakoans? Oh, it's going to be some form of Rakoan, maybe green-yellow Sack. Green-yellow Sack have started using these, so it's no surprise. We will take a mountain here to set up Garridan for next turn. Because Garridan's okay, but it doesn't deal with the problem fully. So we might just wait another turn until I can Ground Shaker as well. Yeah, I don't mind waiting. Just one more turn. And in this game, we're actually going in between the wells because Green Yellow Sack could be a problem. Also, I just want to apply pressure. Like, if I don't see the point of collecting this off this well yet until I find another creature for him. Okay, right. So we can now do the combo. So we get to Garridan. Into action. It costs us all our Faeria, 17 of it. Now our opponent has 17 Faeria to work with, but we do have board. And we do have a very threatening board. You know, Garridan and Ground Shaker, both very bulky creatures that can get a lot of work done. I could play super aggressive in this matchup, actually, with this creation. I could go for, like, creation on Garridan. I could get creation on Ground Shaker. So some pretty good creation targets. I have double copter as well, so I can maybe like move here, make a lake, and then gear up to like move my copters to challenge this side of the board. Bone Collector. Village Elder. The old demon wrangler. Wrangle some demons. Into an assassin. So no Emperor's Command available. No Ground Shaker available either. We do have Frogify, but I'm gonna need them. So maybe I just run the Ground Shaker into it and Copter. And then move Garadan to the middle. I like Garadan in the middle here. It gives me a lot of good options. We'll start building some lakes over this side. So Garadan, lots of reach here. Can take care of the Bone Collector from this position. Can kill anything on the right hand side. I like Garadan here. Get a lot of work done. And now the Bone Collector's under threat, so we might see a creature cluster come down on the left hand side. So land there and then move the creatures around. Make sure that the Bone Collector is protected. Ice Rock Behemoth. Not bad. I feel like we can draw this turn. I don't know, yeah, drawing seems okay here. Unless I want a +1, so I collect here 6, 7, 10... 12 creation Garadan. That's 10 Faeria. It leaves me with 2 Faeria left over. No, we're actually gonna +1. Yeah, we'll go from there. We're gonna creation Garadan next turn, and then take out a lot of these little weenies that are roaming. Okay, little shimmy there. Gonna probably plant a creature behind the Bone Collector. Village Elder. "14 Faeria. I'm one off. I'm one off what I want to do. I want to move. Oh no, it wouldn't work. Actually, I'd kill. So I was thinking of getting the Rakoan Copter into here, but it'll kill the Elder, which doesn't really work out for me, unfortunately. Could take a draw. I guess we could just Frogify this. I feel like we just do it, right? We just Frogify it. So yeah, creation Garadan. Up. Up. Take our last lake. Frogify. Into it. Now we could see a Soul Eater, but I do have a Divine Guardian that'll keep me alive. I also have an Ice Rock Behemoth in hand. And we got double Garadan now. 2 Garadans on board. Quad collection. I actually feel like Rapala probably doesn't do so well against Green of Sack. Oof! Spider? Wow. It's insane. That's not another spider, is it? No, it's a 14-14 Soul Eater. Just what I needed. Was the Frogify too greedy, guys? Probably. I'm not too keen on what's going to happen next. As one of many Soul Eaters. Now, I can Ice Rock and then Rico and Copter to finish it off once it clears out the shield. I think the sad thing is that the positioning of things is not great. Because these two can kill it. I guess maybe that's just how it has to go, right? 5... If I draw Firestorm off this, I'm actually in pretty good position. So maybe that's what I go for instead. Huh. It's pretty good. I lose everything this turn, which kind of sucks. Alright, so I'm banking on a few things here. I'm banking on my opponent not having another Soul Eater straight away. Oh, is that just a mobility trick? Is it just going to be Fanatic and punch me for 14? I don't know about that. I get to collect, and I get to collect with the gem shell now. Which is something I didn't expect. That actually changes a lot. Oh wow, so interesting. Yeah, cool. I'm game. Let's play the long game. I have 2 Frogifies in hand, so I have now enough Frogifies to deal with the rest of the Soul Eaters. That's pretty awesome. And now I just picked up Leia, so I do have some durability to go along with that. Takes a draw. Now we've seen Assassin, so I'm not expecting to see any Last Nightmares. I think if you're running an Assassin, you're probably not running Nightmare. Bone Collector. Deal with Stalker, knock off the shield. Yep, clear it. Puts it down to 1. Ground Shake, a fantastic top deck for us now. If not, I can just Copter. Like, Copter's an option, but I'd rather Ground Shaker because then I can Copter the Spider later on. Faeria to work with, like, what's in the hand right now? There must be another Soul Eater somewhere. That's gonna be a Soul Eater, okay. Oh, man, I feel like I just don't have enough Faeria to do everything. Yep. Yeah, I'm one Faeria off the Frogify Copter clear. So I may just have the Divine Guardian in front of this for a turn. No, I should. Like, the choices are: do I throw this into death by blocking it for a turn? Probably not. So I'm gonna have to do this. That's a given. Maybe I don't mind taking 14 damage. I mean, sure, why not? It's a little greedy, don't get me wrong. It is a little greedy, but maybe I don't care. We're going to be storytelling at some point. Going for the greedy line, guys. We're going to do it. I don't see how my opponent finds lethal this turn, and I think that's what's important, right? Is it lethal? No. And if I pick up Firestorm, I'm in a much better position. Where I can clear like multiple things instead of like waiting, just using the copter on the one. So this is what I'm thinking, like, yeah, okay. I take 14, I don't die, unless it's like Gift of Rakora or something, but I don't know, I doubt it. If this is just like Tsunkichi's Green Yellow Sack, there shouldn't be any Gift of Rakoras. Demon. Yep. Yeah, I should be able to get value if I can get just... Yeah, see, look, the Firestorm value here is ridiculous. Sure, I take 14 damage. It hurts. And now the Soul Eater is in a position where I can put the copter from the mountain my Gemshell Tortoise is on. So from this mountain here, I can actually just copter across. Alright. So let's draw for Firestorm. I feel like we just do that anyway. Firestorm. No Firestorm. That's okay. I mean, that's fine. Like, this is gonna trade. I can live with that. Get the copter down. We'll get another one of these down, and then we'll pass. So our opponent has the last Soul Eater, but that Spirit of Rebirth could generate something quite frightening. We did see that massive spider who's still sitting in that position there, as you can see him. We are going to lose the gem shell. I'm a little sad about that. I must admit. Another bone collector. Eridan Voice of All. Ground Shaker. Where were you earlier? So I feel like we just clear this, and then we take Leia. And Leia can kill one of these bone collectors. Although we could go Ground Shaker. I actually think Ground Shaker's okay. I think Ground Shaker's a little better, because Ground Shaker can kill this on its own. So yeah, Ground Shaker can kill this one, Leia can kill the next one, and then we have Frogify for the last Soul Eater. We're just so starved of Faeria right now. We might see our opponent just throw no, we're gonna wait. I respect it. So now we just want the other ground shaker. Takes +1. Not doing anything. We're not collecting. We're not letting the ground shaker die to the 5-1. I might try and pull off a Rapala combo next turn, just to get those last 4 cards out of the deck. Because I'm pretty sure our opponent's going to +1 here. Oh, is this double Wind Soldier? Okay. Into the Wind Soldier. Yep. Okay. Firestorm picked up. Not quite there yet. I feel like we could Rapala this turn. Yeah, and then maybe just Storyteller once. Double Assassin. It's interesting. Firestorm clears a bunch of things. Don't feel it's worth it just yet. Oh, is that the last Soul Eater? Oh, wow. Goodbye, Soul Eater. Where you going, mate? Now we have Frogify for one of these Bone Collectors. That's perfect. I don't know if I'll win, but you know that's a small victory in itself. That's the way I see it. You could just make a massive Ruby Fish, though. These Ruby Fish are going to be quite big with the Spirit of Rebirth in hand, to be fair. It's going to be a lake. Of course it's going to be a lake. That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay. So we do get... This is tough. Because Firestorm's very dangerous because of the Bone Collector surrounding it. I kind of feel like I need a bit more Faeria before I Firestorm. I don't know if I have the time. I probably just have to Firestorm +1 at this point. And just kind of accept, you know, this won't be lethal unless there's a Wind Soldier. If there's a Wind Soldier, I just lose. Because you can just desert here, hit me. Well, no, hit 7, Wind Soldier. No, it won't kill me. Now, if the Bone Collector decides to clear, I actually get the Frogify the 7/5. It's gonna be a Wind Soldier. It's gonna clear that. Which is going to set up my taunt at least. Gives me a little bit of time. Oh no, actually, can clear my taunt now and kill my Divine Guardian. Yeah, I don't think I can even win. The Bone Collectors are too strong. Into a massive Ruby Fish. A 4/4. Oh dear. I will take the small victory of killing the killing the Soul Eater. I'll take that. That's mine. No one can have it. Freaking Bone Collectors. Bane of my life. This is in a good position as well. If this was up here, for example, I could +1 into Ice Rock and make these two soak up the Ice Rock. But this position is so good. Oh man, so if only this Spirit of Rebirth wasn't here, or I had a land on this position, I would be okay. Yeah, I don't see a way out, unfortunately. So we're just gonna go out in style. Takes our 1 fatigue damage. It was so close. I feel that game was really close. Bone Collectors, man. They're just so annoying. There's another thing to worry about. But there we have it. Another game in the bag. Deck's done okay. Like I said, it's a bit of a meme. But we almost... I think we were close. Like I said, the Spirit of Rebirth was in that position. I feel like I was in a situation I could... I don't know. I guess the Ruby Fish sets up lethal as well. It's a 4/4. But yeah, anyway, good game, 4 Horsemen. Let's get into our final match. Alright guys, the final game. Can I pull off the nonsense? Or will I get oppressed once again? We've had some good matches, to be fair. The first game was crazy. Like, I didn't expect that at all. The game against 4 Horsemen was really good. It was quite close, I felt. I was just that one piece, a little piece of position could have helped me out. I think the Ruby Fish might have killed me. I'm not saying that I would have won that game, but Ice Rock Behemoth definitely would have helped out. It was a cool game. I really enjoyed it. Getting the double Frogify as well. I never even got to use the one, really, did I? It was a shame. Maybe I should have anticipated that I was going to burn the Soul Eater from the... Oh, is this another Green Arrow Sacrifice? But yeah, I should have anticipated the burn of the Soul Eater from the mill and went from there. Okay. I feel like we did okay last time. Like, it's just 3 Soul Eaters. 3 Soul Eaters can be a problem. Forest. It's gonna pass. Okay. Yep. It's fine. Set up a lady. And we're just gonna collect. Now we didn't pick up the Rapala combo till much later on. But I feel that the Ruby Fish has actually helped Green Arrow Sacrifice, especially with that card. The Spirit of Rebirth. That is not a card I want to deal with. So let's let's get into the wells, I think. Yeah, we're gonna move into the wells. We need to make sure we have enough Faeria to match Green Arrow Sacrifice. We didn't have it last time. We were really behind on Faeria. So I'd like to try and influence the board a little earlier. Maybe use my Gem Shell Tortoises in a more aggressive fashion. So many passes. All right. Alright, we're gonna go in between the wells. We're just gonna keep passing, so this is gonna be a very passive game again. Probably see a sack or two, get a bit of spirit value. Spirit's like such a good insurance against board clears like Firestorm, because it just allows the spirit still triggers and it still gains all those power-ups. That's why that spider was so big in the last game. Just all the power-ups went to the spider, which is a shame. Bone Collector, Assassin. Ice Rock Behemoth. Okay, so we don't want to run into this assassin. Yep, so we're just going to jump up. And now we can double neutral and hit the Bone Collector and then Firestorm. So that is an option. I wouldn't mind Ground Shaker, actually. Instead of using the Firestorm. We might see something block. Actually, we're going to see a blocker. It's going to be like a Village Elder or something. Yeah. Alright, I have the option to double whammy in this situation. So I feel like we take it for sure. Don't even need to build land anymore. So I can take a draw if I want one. Yeah, let's have a look. So Ground Shaker will push this. But it will let me kill this guy. It's pretty good. So let's Ground Shaker. And then we can run in. Firestorm. Fine. So it's going to get a couple of procs off the spirit. Hopefully not on spiders. I don't mind them on other cards, but on like fight creatures, not too keen. I'd rather not deal with them. I want to get Rapala early. I want to start milling early. Because really, realistically, my opponent can only play one Ruby Fish per turn. One Lake Ruby Fish, one Lake Ruby Fish, so on and so forth. I'm hoping there's another Spirit of Rebirth comes down, because if I can kill the last Spirit, that puts me in a pretty good position. Well, hello, Rapala. Nice to see you. Alright. I want to play Ice Rock Behemoth. I don't think we Rapala just yet. I feel like I Ice Rock Behemoth this turn and try and kill the Bone Collector. Problem is, I have to make land. I'd like to start double collecting. So maybe I just do this. And then just play Ice Rock here. So Ice Rock Behemoth does challenge the Bone Collector. I might push it back a little bit and then I can set up Rapala nonsense. And then we're going to start walking the both the Lady and the Ground Shaker towards my opponent. Ah, there's the last spirit. That's really good. We want to kill this spirit first before we do the Rapala combo. Oh, really? Is it a Wind Soldier? Oh, Wind Soldier trade? Oh no, is that a spider? That's just a massive spider. I don't quite get that. That line. Yeah, I don't quite understand it. I know I am giving value here, but I don't really mind so much. My plan now is just to bully my opponent out of the game. We're going to use the Ice Rock Behemoth now to leverage my opponent more. Try and get my opponent to flood, go for the Firestorm, and then go for the Rapala. So we want to make sure that hand is nice and empty before we Rapala, so there's more Ruby Fish in hand. That's the plan. We don't want to do what we did last time and then Rapala, then Firestorm. Did it work out that way? I can't remember. But we ended up powering up Ruby Fish, and I don't want to do that again. I'm not keen. Shield mates? Okay. Assassin? To be expected. Might see another sack. It's gonna be a spider. Gonna eat my guy, yeah, and then clear that one out. Come on, play more cards. Play more cards. It's a Soul Eater. And a seedling. The little seedling that could. Yep, okay, this should just do it for us. So we get to Frogify. Firestorm. Hope that's nothing too impactful in hand. Collect. Go for a Rapala. And then we can get a Storyteller down as well. I think I'll stick Storyteller over here, actually. Shieldmate. Ah, didn't mill a Soul Eater, unfortunately. My opponent has a handful of Ruby Fish. It's pretty good. And I can creation my Ice Rock and set up another Ice Rock. I'm probably going to aggro Mountain into Ground Shaker next turn just to kill the Assassin. That might just be another Soul Eater. If that's another Soul Eater, I'm pretty scared. I'm not going to be happy. It is another Soul Eater. Come on. Oh my goodness. What is life? Okay. Okay, we just ground shake her. Now there could be mobility, which is fine. We're still going to have 20 life left over if there is mobility. We know there's a lot of fish in hand. We know that's for certain. Yep, gonna knock that off. Into shield mates. Yep. Into a fish. Get those ruby fish going. Garadan? Okay. What's Garadan got for me? I don't think we need Garadan at this point. I feel like we just lake here. And then we creation this. Play the ice rock. We'll take the value. And then we just go in. The sap lethal. This can run away. So we're just setting up lethal with the ice rock behemoth. See, I think that was probably one of my best timed Rapalas, because my opponent used everything in hand. I filled up the hand with ruby fish. I got the card draw value from the storyteller. So storyteller let me draw 2 cards, gain 2 life. My opponent burns 3 cards because of both the Rapala and the storyteller. And then my opponent just had like 8 ruby fish and a soul eater. Now, to be fair, soul eater was probably one of the best options to have kept in hand at that point. But I was lucky enough to have the ice rocks. I feel like ice rocks become a very crucial part of this deck, and as much as this deck is a meme, I feel there's something there. There's definitely something here that we need to figure out. That concludes this episode of Will It Work? Did it work? It kind of did, actually. There was something there. It's a bit janky, I will admit, but I do feel there's some form of concept there with the blue-red. And I really enjoyed playing that deck. As silly as it is, it has some bad matchups, but when it goes off, it is really fun. And especially that last game there. Like I was saying, I feel that was the best Rapala combo I've pulled off so far. So I'm learning more and more as I play this deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a very silly concept, but I feel like it can be expanded upon. Ice Rock Behemoth definitely been an MVP for me in this build. Maybe Ice Rock Behemoth's actually pretty decent now. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Have any ideas or any ways you think you could refine it, by all means leave a comment below. I'd be very interested to hear what you guys think of this crazy deck. So that wraps up this episode. If you like it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, drop a subscribe to keep up to date of when our content goes live. You can check out all the Faeria Blitz Cup that's now been uploaded to YouTube. So if you'd like to watch the Blitz tournament, which was a 22nd round tournament, which also offered Faeria World Circuit points, you can check that out on YouTube now. There was a fantastic game between, I believe, Sunkichi and Alvar, a must watch. So check that out. I'll leave the video here next to me so you can go straight to it, see some fantastic players play against each other, some of our best who are currently rocking it in Faeria, so I hope you guys enjoy that. So until next time guys, take care and enjoy my blue-red Rapala control.